Evening everyone, all around the world, whatever time of day it is you're checking in to say thank your mother for the rabbits. The Koi Whisperer is live. That being said, real quickly to start this live off, a lot of you know the BKKS show this weekend. I'm currently going to be going up on the Sunday. I would have liked to make both days, but unfortunately due to work I'm only going to be able to make the one day. Can you see if I've gone live? Can't see it? I might not have done it right.
Yeah, you are.
I am live, yeah? That is live. Right, so apologies about that interruption. But yeah, I'm going up to the BKKS show on the Sunday. I'm going to be at Southwest Koi stand. I'm obviously going up there with Mrs. Whisperer as well. So we're going to have our time walking around, having a look. I'm very keen to go up there. Never been to a show before like this. So very, very keen. My first ever show, so well looking forward to it. But yeah, anyone wants to come and say hello, I am going to be on Southwest Koi stand. I've got a few other places. I've got to go and see a few other people while I'm up there myself. But as I'm walking around, anyone wants to say hello, come over, say hello. Bit of the old yibbity yabbada, bit of the old jibbity jabbada. And yeah, thank your mother for the rabbits and all that lot. But hope everyone's doing well. I would show you around the place with the fish and the new pond, but I've had a few things done and I'm well ahead of schedule on videos at the moment. So what's in the pipeline to what you guys are seeing to where I'm at, for all you know, I've gone and built another pond. But that could just be a rumour, you never know. You've got to keep it a bit of a whisper. But yeah, I've literally only come on just because the way that my videos come out, I couldn't really put it into a video in the schedules that I've already got made that I'm going to the show. So I thought I would come on, say I'm going to the show, and well looking forward to it. Hello everyone for tuning in. Koi, now then, happy days. So yeah, I'm actually going up on the Saturday, but due to working at the butcher's, unfortunately I couldn't get the day off. So the time I finish work, for me to get up there for the Saturday, it's pretty much, you know, I've lost the time of day to get to the show. But I am staying up there Saturday, meeting up with Dave at Southwest Koi Saturday evening, going for something to eat, staying in a hotel, and I'll be there first thing in the morning Sunday, BKKS show, and it'll give me a chance to have a good look round, get a bit of filming done, and yeah, like I said, I've got a few stands I've got to go and see a few people. A lot of people's asked me to go and see them, so I'm going to go and see them, and I am going to be on Southwest Koi stand, just helping him out really. I offered to help him out. He's done me enough favours over the past couple of months, so I thought I'm helping him out, and if people want to come over and say hello while I'm there, come over and say hello. I'm not taking any of my merchandise with me. People told me that I should get a load of it done, take it up there and sell it or whatever they say, but I just want to go up there for myself, to be fair. It's a show, I've never been to one before, and I'm a hobbyist the same as everyone else, and I'm buzzing about going, seeing a lot of these absolutely quality fish that get entered into these shows. And it's just going to be a good koi day, I believe myself. So for the people that's interested in the hobby, happy days and all that lot. 51 people watching. Right, I'll try and catch up on some comments. The Koi channel, be seeing you. Happy days, brother. Nice to have a catch up. And you still said you was coming down to see me this year. The invitation's still available, mate. Jigs, oi oi. Andrew, oi James. Let's have some videos, yibbity yabbada, on the new koi. Yeah, I'll spin you round in a second. I'm just checking up to see what's going on. To be fair, she's settled in an absolute dream. Absolute dream, to be fair. But it's that funny time of night. The sunlight's just reflecting on the pond window, so it makes it really difficult to film. The koi channel, been bust. Busy, that was supposed to mean busy, mate. You didn't have to retract it. I knows what you means. I'm dyslexic. I read things better that way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we have been busy as well. You've been busy, everyone's been busy, but you are more than welcome to pop down, mate, you know that. And to be fair, I want to get you out fishing as well. Nice little 24-hour or something in one of the local waters that I got here. Evening mindset. I apologise about this stand I've just set out as well, because I haven't levelled it up very well, and the tripod I've got you on is not the best. Spent all my money on fish. How's the new shower looking? Absolute dream. To be fair, well made up with her. Absolutely well made up with her, but I can't show you because there could be something else in that pond as well. So that's another video to come soon. Been cleaning my pond out today. Well done, mate. It has been warm as well, mate, isn't it? To be fair, water temperatures, anyone with their ponds at the moment without an air pump into the pond, definitely recommend having your air on in the pond when your temperatures, especially if you're in full sunlight. What's Jig saying? I might not be attending the national, a few unexpected events. Oh, gutted, mate. We'll meet up some other time, no Jigs. I still got your mug here as well, mate. Like I said, anytime you're welcome to pop round, and I've got your boys some of the koi stickers as well. So be both more than welcome. Bring the whole family round, mate. If you come round on a Sunday, there'll be a roast dinner in the oven as well. Drop some mints. Well, I picked up an easy pod, didn't I? I picked up a new pump. I picked up some more pipe work. Don't know what else I could have done. You there on a Saturday, missed what you were going on about. I'm only on the Sunday. I'm going up Saturday, but I'm not going to be making the show on the Saturday. For the time, the distance it takes us to get there, for the time that I leave, obviously, my place to get to where we need to go, I'm not going to make the show, but I'm going up Saturday, staying so I can be at the show Sunday. Well, as early as Dave Southwest Koi wants to get there, really, because we're both staying in the same hotel together. We've got a meal booked, and it's what you call the absolute hammer. But yeah, obviously going up there for the show, I know there's a lot of people that wants to say hello to me, meet me and all that lot, and I'm buzzing about it. If I'm talking to someone, don't be worried about coming over and saying hello, or coming over and saying thank your mother for the rabbits. Okay, it will be the hammer. But one thing that will be needed is that if you do come and say hello, let me know your YouTube name, because it's easy for you guys to spot me, but it ain't so easy the other way around, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, well looking forward to it, to be fair. But yeah, that's why I thought I'd just come on just to let people know, really, that I was planning, not going to lie to you, I was planning to put it into a video and pretty much announce it during the video if anyone wants to meet up, blah 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 blah. But the way my videos are, I mean, I think there's about 8 videos. I believe there's about 8 videos already pre-made now, all uploaded to the channel. And the way that I do it now is every 2 days or every 3 days another video comes out. For the people that don't know, that I've actually I'm actually trying YouTube as a job. I am still working at the butcher's, but I have lowered my hours. I'm actually just trying YouTube as a job now as well as a hobby. So the channel's progressed amazingly over the past 5 years, and I thought I'd just give it a bit of a go. I thought myself, there's enough other people out there that can do it. If I can have a crack at it, not saying it's going to pay the bills to run the mortgage, but that's why I have to keep my job. But what I have done is lowered my hours at the job, so I'm only working part-time as such at the butcher's, and I'm just giving it a bit of a try, and we're taking it from there, see how it goes and see what happens. Like, you know, this side of the hobby is still always going to be a hobby for me, doing the koi, but I believe once I get the studio going, which is all in the pipeline, the content that I'm going to be producing up there is going to be next level. I'm super looking forward to doing it, and it has helped me out, because trying to work full time, then come home trying to run a channel full time, the stress load on top of me, dealing with, a lot of you already know, dealing with what I was dealing with anyway. I couldn't do everything. I was trying to juggle too much stuff, so I had to sort of make a decision of what I wanted to do, really, because I was getting stressed out and I didn't really know what was happening. What's Will's writ? You better not be staying in our hotel, because I will wear that bloody rabbit. Well, I got to admit, one thing's for sure, you wouldn't want to be staying either side of the room or up and down of the room, because you know what it's like. Prime age, see, you know, man's got to do what a man's got to do. Evening, James. That Kajaku is absolutely stunning, very lucky, got a great family behind you, buddy. I have, mate. To be fair, without them, I wouldn't be here today. Love the good bacteria making machine, looks very handy. Definitely, to be fair, that there machine, that making your own bacteria, beneficial bacteria, it's probably been about for ages. It's just I've never seen it before, I've never heard of it before, and the amount of years that I've had a new pond with new pond syndrome, or even throughout the season when I've had to do treatments and then try to get the filters back up and running, I've always bought the NT Labs filter bugs, or I've always bought the bacteria pond bombs, and I never realised or knew how beneficial bacteria stays alive in a bottle, if you get the drift. And by making my own, making it live, within 24 hours to 48 hours, if I don't use it, it starts dying. And obviously it needs fish poo and fish waste to get it kick-started off, doesn't it? So if you don't use it, it dies. So I don't understand how a stuff in a bottle that's got a 5-year date on it can be benefit. I don't get how it works. I don't know, but one thing that I do know is by me using my own beneficial bacteria that I'm brewing up myself, that pond, the water quality in that new pond, I would love to show you, but I can't show you because it will ruin some of my content that's about to come out, because the pond's been, well, it's pretty much finished. It is finished. There ain't anything left to do on it. But the reason why I've had to get ahead of schedule is to allow me to move to the next projects that I'm doing. This time of year is brilliant for the hobby. Everyone's building, starting to build. More people's coming into the hobby. Everyone's doing their upgrades. Everyone's sitting out in the garden, relaxing, doing the normal koi stuff. And it's really good opportunity, the amount of places that I've been offered to go, to film, to do, to show. it's really overwhelming, but there was not enough hours in the day to do what I needed to do, so I had to make a decision of, do I take a chance and do this as a job? And by me doing that, I've got to make sure that my content is made and it's all scheduled for certain days, not just upload a video. Like when I used to have a video made, I just upload it when it's finished, upload it to 4K. I just used to upload it. Nowadays I need to make sure that it's all done as best as I can edit, because I'm still learning that as I'm going. The editing side of things, I mean, my next thing is to, now it's a business and Mrs. Whisper is involved in this business as well, as a partnership. Next thing I'm going to do is invest in a decent camera, because I do all of the filming off of my phone, which all of the videos that I've made, I mean, I've got to where I've got to by using just my phone, but I know that I can develop that even better, especially with the skills. I think your editing is spot on, very much appreciated. One thing I have just realised as well, because I constantly forget, I haven't got my microphone on, so the sound quality is not as good as what it should be. In the middle of building my big pond, 3.8 metres by 3 metres by 4 foot high. Happy days. This time of year is great. Absolutely love this time of year. And when people build new ponds, the koi content it definitely starts improving, because you've got the old hardcore hobbyists like myself that are involved in the hobby all year round, but this hobby is, especially for us in the UK, is certainly seasonal, because as soon as it gets to that winter time and people chuck covers over their ponds, they shut down. They're not interested in the hobby until the next following season. So for me to take this chance and opportunity to try to make this into a job and a career, I've got to develop something that is all year round, and that's why the studio is taking place. We've had the quote, to be fair, we've had the quote for the roof to be done, and we've got all that in pipeline, but my parents are basically, they're like, for how much that bill is, it's over 40 grand to get done, because of the dismantling of the what's it called again, asbestos. That there's a massive chunk of a bill, but for the extra couple of grand on top of just doing the roof and a few of the side, like patching up some of the bits that need doing, the quote to have it a complete brand spanking new shed is not much more money. I'm just glad that I don't have to pay that bill myself, but it's on their farm and it's a building that needs to be repaired and fixed, and they don't want to flat pack it, and they're willing to, the only rule or the only agreement that we've got, that when I get up there to do it, is that I can't build into the ground, so I can't dig into the ground. It's all got to be, I can block on top of the existing the foundation, the foundation, but it's got such a big base there that they don't want me disturbing and ripping up all of that, so every pond that I build up there has to be above ground or above the base that's already there, which I'm completely happy with that. But one big bit of bonus news is that my mum sort of got the bug as well, to like, she wants a pond in her garden, and basically she wants it to be a koi pond, but not a specialist koi pond, more of like a natural sort of koi pond with like all of the plants, the lilies, the reed beds, big open area, big waterfall coming down one side, not so much like the glass window side of things, like the newer style of koi pond. She wants a traditional sort of I would call it like a nature a nature koi pond where you've got, it sort of like looks after itself down to a point. So that there's going to be some amazing content to come soon. And I am actually, yesterday I went up and done some pegs and some marks, and it's going to be special, like, you know what I mean, it's going to be special, really is special. Teach Mrs. Whisperer how to edit videos and have her take over filming on the days that you need to work. Job security is family security. Exactly that, and that is what we're doing. Mrs. Whisperer does, she does to it, and that's how I've been able to put out so much content. And the reasons, like, there's another video going out again tomorrow night. Anyone that, all I'm saying, make sure you watch the video tomorrow night, because tomorrow night there's 3 prizes up for grabs. 2 kilos of fish food 3 times, a kilo of mealworms, 3 prizes up for grabs. All I'm saying, just make sure that your notification bell is turned on and watch the video tomorrow night, because there's some prizes in that video tomorrow night. But she is Mrs. Whisperer's, to be fair, the other month when I was going through a bit of a rough time with me head, obviously a lot of you know that I was an addict. Well, I am an addict. I've been off the booze since the 7th of April, not 7th of April, 7th of November last year. I've stayed clean and sober, off of the drugs, off of the gambling, off of everything that I was doing. I went through a little bit of a hard time with the weather changing, being invited to barbecues, and the Grand National was on, and the stress of work, and everything was getting to me, because the way that I've always ever dealt with it was get home from work, open up a can and get smashed and forget about everything. But I can't do that anymore, so I was going through a bit of a bad time, and that's why Mrs. Whisperer jumped on board the other week. She made her own video, boosted me up, gave me a bit of a perk when I was feeling down in the dumps. I've sorted out my work career, and yeah, I'm focused, I'm back on track, and I feel a million times better for it. Just being a manager at a job, running a job that's never ever going to be yours, making out and putting everything into it. I mean, I was getting home from work and I was thinking, oh, have I ordered this? Or I haven't ordered that. And I'm thinking, it's not my business either. I've been there for so long. It was hard for me to let go, and I was sort of like, I didn't know what to do. My head was about to explode, and I had the same feeling. The only way that I knew how to deal with it was to go and get smashed, and I know that that ain't the case. So I was going through a bit of a rough patch the other week, but I feel a million times better for it now. A million times better for it now. But I'm open and honest, you know what I mean? Having problems, we've all got problems, haven't we? We all deal with stuff. We all deal with mental health and all the rest of it. I never, to be honest with you, when people said about mental health, I never thought it was a thing. I thought, oh, that one's, he's just having a whinge or whatever. But I've experienced it for one, and for what I've gone through, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible, because you ain't yourself, you ain't your normal person, and getting back on track and having focused and having a plan, and getting yourself out of bed for the normal person, getting yourself out of bed and picking yourself up in the morning and getting to work, when you're dealing with shit in your head, it's hard. You know what I mean? It is really hard, because, well, it just is. You have me. I've had that little demon over my shoulders just saying, what's the point, James? Just go and get hammered. I've had it for ages. But what the point is, that I got a missus, a wife, that is an absolute gold mine. 2 lovely kids. I've got a cracking garden, koi pond. I've got so many people out there supportive to me, and it just pushes me on, mate. You know what I mean? I've spoke to Jigs on there a few times about it. Jigs was super helpful with me the other day. He sent me a message, and it was, life's like a battery, positive and a negative. I can't remember the whole saying, but Jigs, you know what I'm on about. It gave me a bit of a perk up the other day. because you've got to take every day as it comes, innit? And my problem is I was trying to jump too far forward, trying to juggle everything at once, and it never happened. But that's how I roll, you know what I mean? Keep on going strong, and the positivity that I get and the feedback that I get from all of you guys supporting me is just, well, the absolute hammer. That's what that is, the absolute hammer. But yeah, having a plan and focused. Life's like a battery, it takes a negative and a positive side to work. That's the one, mate. I can remember, mate. See, I remember, but I didn't remember the whole thing. But you all got to take yourself little mottos like that, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? I think the biggest thing I deal with is that I never used to talk. I used to just hold it in. I'm a man, I'm alright. That general saying, innit? You alright, mate? Yeah, I'm alright. Nah. I weren't alright. I was far from alright. Always here if you need a chat, mate. Yeah, very much appreciated. Evening, boss. Pucker day cleaning the pond today. Happy days, Joe. It is lovely, isn't it? Absolutely banging. Like I said, I'm absolutely gagging to show you guys this fish. I can show you the main pond, or can I? Yeah. Yeah, I can show you the main pond because the kajaku's gone in, and I've done that with that video. Yeah, I can show you the main pond in a minute. So I'll show you the main pond in a second. 121 people in the house, look. Let's get those lights up. Let's get those lights up. I might have to get Mrs. Whisperer to make me a cup of tea. Anyone watch the game last night as well? I didn't, but I know my son did. He said it was absolutely terrible. That's my problem now, James. I won't talk to anyone. It's hard to express how I feel at times. Sit in front of it. I might do that. Crafty in the house, look. I'm going to do that. I thought I set you up with a nice little shop behind you here, look. I'll take you over there, shall I? Watch. Oh! Oh! What was that? Oh, that was a stone under my foot. Give me a second. I apologise about the old... I have to set it up for the sunlight though, that's the trouble. You from Bristol? No. Look at this, look. Why didn't I set it up like that? Look, that in the backdrop, look. Gotta get on the Hadfield, mate, you know what I mean? Cracking t-shirt. He gave me it when I was at, what do you call it actually? Don't know how good the view is there, what you can see a bit of the fish. I'm just hoping the shower noise ain't too loud for you. Look at that, look. Look at that kajaku. Absolutely lovely. Only thing I wanted to ask as well, I will catch up on some of the comments in a second. Does anyone know, with coping stones, like what I've got here, does anyone know if it's safe to use, like, I don't even know what the word is or how to say it, but basically, you know when you get them wet like that, and they go that lovely black colour like that, well I know there's some sort of, I don't know if it's like a lacquer or a resin or something that you can put over the top of them that will make them always stay that like shiny black colour. Does anyone know if there's something safe that you can use for your pond that won't go into the water? I need to get my haircut as well. I need to get ready for the show, mate, don't I? You know what I'm saying? But if anyone does know, look. Wet look paint. Is that what it's called, is it? Will's koi, wires and tree varnish. Is that safe as well? If any, what I'd love, if someone could show me what, if they've done it, or if something that's safe, that they can send me a link on the Instagram page, then I'll just order some up. But I want to make sure it's safe. Obviously, if I use something and I show someone that I'm using it, I don't want them using it, and if it kills all your fish. So I want to, basically when I put these on, they've been on the pond now for 4 years. Do you know when you get that sunlight and it's just faded them out a little bit? It's like, lift this one up a minute. It's like these ones here, when I put them on, they used to be, I don't know if you can see, like this colour here. So when you make them go that nice black colour, I don't know if there's something that I can use for that. But you're not a builder, you know what I'm saying? What food do you use, Jay? I use, a lot of people have seen the videos I use, but I use the NT Labs. Oh, Mr. Adfield should be paying me to wear this, really, shouldn't he? You know what I mean? Should be the amount, he could at least give me one of his fish, seeming that he's getting rid of them all. I can't believe he's doing that. Has anyone else watched Lee Adfield, the koi soldier? He mentioned in a video the other day. Are you off, darling, is he? Come and give me a cuddle then, darling. See you later.
See you later.
Love you.
Okay.
That's me niece. Me niece is going home. She's been with me today. That's the next thing to do though, Roo. Make sure you tell Mum she needs to have a koi pond as well, because we're coming up and build one up there, alright? Yeah. See you later, darling. Smart Seal wet look, mate. Right, Jigs, if you got a link for that and that's the stuff to use, send us a whatchamacallit, or at least a picture of it on it, because you got me number, ain't you? You got me private number. Be very much appreciated. But yeah, going back to Mr. Adfield selling all of his fish, he's keeping his pond. I'm like, selling all your fish? Fair enough. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, it's his decision, isn't it? I couldn't do it myself. I'd have rather pay someone to look after him for a month going to Japan. I mean, it is like what he says. There's always another fish. There is, but like for me personally, that's a better drop with a bit of the window there, isn't it? Not just the top of the pond. But yeah, for me personally, for me to let go of some of the fish, it would be very difficult, you know what I mean? Sent it to you on Instagram. Thank you very much, Joe. I need to get the old shit me. They have absolutely annihilated that food. I've not long filled that up. Has anyone else got one of their JBL water feeders as well? Because I'm sure when I bought it, it says it holds 5 kilos of food. But I'm almost dead sure that I can put more than 5 kilos in it. I thought I'd get them up feeding near the window just so you can see them. It's 10 kilos. I thought it was. To be fair, I thought, because I hammered in that 10 kilo bucket the other day, and I thought, how can it say it holds 5 kilos when I just put 10 kilos in it? But yeah, that's what I'm feeding. The probiotic NT Labs. I've just got 10 kilos of the growth and the probiotic, so I'll be doing a bit of a mix, and then sort of end of July I'll be just doing a month on well, I might just keep a mix going right up until the end of August, as long as water temperature holds. I have got one of my mates that does the gas boilers, because when I originally built this pond, I don't know if anyone remembers, but when I built this pond, I did put a gas line in because I was intending to heat the pond via gas, and I never did for the price of that. But basically, he gave me a message the other day. He's like, James, I just ripped out an almost brand spanking new boiler to replace it because the customer wanted some different one or whatever. Someone with shitloads of money didn't really care, and he was like, yeah, well, I just want a new one, new house, new boiler. And it's like, it's brand spanking new almost. Like, do you want it? And I was like, well, yeah, if you're going to let me have it, how much would it cost to hook it up? And he said, oh, don't worry about that, we'll sort out a little deal. But what he did say that he would do, he could hook it up to my main gas inside, or that he could hook it up to a gas bottle like they do on the caravan sites. So I might go down that route. And he said, because it's a combi, all he has to do is put one tap onto it, run one heat exchanger over, and I might just put a gas boiler onto it, save me getting the regulations done for inside of the house and all that lot. And then I know I can monitor how much gas that I'm using by how much the bottles are. Because if you're in the know and you know that you can get the bottles a bit cheaper, it might work out cheaper, if you know what I mean. I'm going to have to get my phone charger in a minute as well. We've got 136 people watching. That's what you call the absolute hammer. I reckon it's down to the backdrop. It's 25 litres of food. What's that for, Crafty? Is that for that feeder? That is an absolute cracking backdrop right there, isn't it? Just sit here like this, just flicking the food over. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the feeder because I wasn't gonna stay on for long, but when I get on here, you guys just keep me on, don't you? Job. Would love to get some of your merchandise over here in South Africa. Yeah, I mean, now I've got the time. There's something that I've said it for ages, haven't I? But to be fair with you, the website that we had going, I started it, stopped, started it, stopped. And now I've got the time. Mrs. Whisper's on board. She can develop. Look at that, look at that. Sorry, look at that. Absolute beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, when I get the new pond up, or not the new pond, what I'm thinking of doing as well, because of how much these ponds cost to build, obviously the advertisement that I give out to other people by me going to other places, I am going to put it out there that if anyone wants to sponsor a pond build, or even sponsor the fish that are in the ponds that I'm doing, connections people's got. I've got a few connections myself, different companies. If anyone does want to, like, obviously when I get up there, if anyone does want to sponsor anything like that, then very, very much appreciated. Don't know if Crafty might be able to sponsor a few fish when I get set up there. Depends what he gets from it on my behalf, doesn't it? That's the only downside when you're feeding next to the pond window. Does anyone else get that? When they've come over to the window, they've lapped up a load of food, and then they just chuck the water over your glass what you've just cleaned. Look at them, look. They love it. Absolutely love it. look at that Makashi, look. I know there's some nice Makashis around, but that is an absolute peach. I've got another proposal, come and see me on Sunday. Have you got the you're obviously up there on your own stand, mate, are you? I'm gonna go round on Sunday and have a good look round everyone else. But I'm actually myself personally gonna be on Southwest Koi stand for people chatting to me, and then that will give me time then, so then I can go round and have a good chat with everyone else, because I'm going up there to have a chat with everyone as well, if you know what I mean. How many gallons is your pond, James? Are you new to the channel, mate? The pond itself is 2,600, this one here. Which is, I've always said, it's a lovely, that's a nice lovely size, that is, 2006. Look at that fish. To be fair, I've always said that's a banging nice size, because it allows for your treatments and everything, which is not, it's a good sized pond, but it doesn't make all your treatments mega expensive, if you know what I mean. We've got 130 people in there. New pond and fish looking the hammer. Thank you very much. Hi James, Hi James, a change of subject, but do you enjoy the butchery? I do enjoy the butchery, yeah. I do enjoy the butchery. I think what I started not to enjoy is that I've been working in a room for nearly 20 years, and it's the size of an average sized kitchen, and I don't get to see customers or speak to customers. I go in and do my job, and I'm good at my job. I think that I don't know what the word is, to be fair, coming out of rehab, changing my life. I think it's more the fact of change, I suppose, really. Trying something new. Hi James, does my drum filter need to be level with the pond water? Depends what your drum filter is, mate, to be fair. On every single drum filter you should have a waste chute, and you don't want the water level going over your waste chute. So depending what drum that you've got, most manufacturers are the ones, wherever you got your drum from, if it's second hand, most manufacturers will still have the information of where the water level needs to be on every single drum. So that's probably your best protocol. Or send us a picture and I'll see if I can help you out. But yeah, you'll recognise this koi shirt as well in an upcoming video, because I've been doing another pond as well, which has turned out banging. I've been building quite a few ponds over the past couple of weeks, to be fair. And people's told me, why don't I go into pond building? And that's a no. Because I don't mind anyone that needs help and you're local to the area, I don't mind coming and give you a full day's labour for free. But I am certainly not going down the route of charging people for it. Because first of all, it's knowing what to charge, how you charge yourself out. But second of all, if something goes wrong and I do it out of an own goodwill and charge you, then it's not goodwill anymore, is it? Then you're doing it as a business, and then you have to get insurances to cover your back and then you mess someone's pond up because you got a tiny little leak on a ball valve that ain't your fault, but there's a leak on the pond because the ball valve's dodgy, and then you gotta go back to the job. Not my bag. I don't mind helping anyone out, and I'll give a complete 3 days labour to anyone, but I couldn't do it as a job, because if something went wrong, it's where blame gets put in it. But they can't blame you if you don't charge them. And if you're willing to, if you're not a professional, I mean, I'm not a professional builder, do you know what I mean? I can build this, but I can't say that I'm a tradesman and charge someone for it. I can go and help out and give my advice on filtration and know what to work and all that lot, but I can't charge anyone for it. I make my money, like I've always said, not by any other means form apart from what I get paid from YouTube. And if that means someone wants to donate to the channel, thank your mother for the rabbits. If that means you watch my videos and give me a thumbs up, thank your mother for the rabbits. If that means someone watches my videos and gives me a thumbs down, thank your mother for the rabbits. How's the new fish? Absolutely banging. I'll tell you what, I'll let you have a little look, because I need to grab the backup power charger, and I will be back with you in about 10 seconds. And I might get Mrs. Whisper and make us a coffee, because it's a bit dry on the gizzard, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of yibbity yabbiting going on here, and I'm the only one doing the yibbity yabbiting. Mrs. Whisperer, my lovely wife. Yeah, I'm gonna use the battle pack. Oh, I'm back with the old battery pack. This here is hell of a bit of equipment. I uses it for fishing. I uses it for absolutely everything. Actually, I've done a test on it yesterday with the solar, because I've got the solar panel for it. Chuck the solar panel on top, whacked an air pump in it, 2 seconds. Yeah, whacked an air pump in it, and it ran it without using any electric whatsoever, or should I say draining the battery whatsoever. I wonder if I can make my camera zoom out a bit so it don't look like you're just focused on my head. Nigel, evening mate. Get Mrs. Whisper on. She's watching football, mate, I think. She's right into her football at the moment. She wasn't so impressed with last night's episode, I heard. Your pond is cool, but I miss your old pond too. Yeah, mate, to be fair, that was a nice pond, wasn't it? The old setup that I had, but that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to have a pond like that again when I get to the studio, and build one as nice as I can and run it all on the pump and the pond. One thing that I wanted to show everyone, which is coming up in a future video, is a new product from Mountain Tree, which, and I don't know if a lot of you guys still use it, but is there anyone out there that still uses filter floss? If there is, just put a thumbs up, because this bit of information really is only to the guys that's using filter floss, because I used to go through reels and reels of it, because with filter floss you used to be able to maybe wash it out a couple of times and then it would get so clogged up it would be uncleanable. I've got some filter floss from Mountain Tree on the next level. Like, it is washable, you can wash it over and over and over again. And I'm actually currently running a test with it at the moment, and I have been washing. I've washed it, pressure washed it, and I'm running this test. Before I can put the video out live, I need to make sure that the test, that what I'm doing backs up what I'm saying, because there's a lot of you know, I will only advertise a product if I'm a strong believer on it. If I think that is good, I'll share it. If I think it's crap, I'll say it's crap. If I think something don't work properly, I'll say it don't work properly. If I do something and it doesn't work how I think it's going to work, I'll say it. If I do, like basic pure example of the Mountain Tree skimmer that I put the other day into my skimmer box, it's not designed to go into that. It's designed to go into a pond, and it is designed to be like pumping the pond up to a skimmer, pumping that water to where you're going to put it. It's not designed to be put into a skimmer box already, but I wanted to test it out in a different manner, and I will reuse it and show how it's meant to be ran. And I think it's a good idea, but I do purely think as well that the skimming basket is designed in a different way, where you turn it to get it to skim in a certain angle or a certain flow rate. Oh, look at that, Mrs. Are you going to come in and just say hello to the viewers? You're watching the football. All right then. I will let everyone know that this as well. Like, obviously, just remember this, guys. Like, when we come to win this competition, that she just said that she's watching the football when I asked her to come and say hello to everyone, where her priorities are at right now. Like, you know what I mean? Just remember that. Hey? You got what? I got what? Yeah, I know I got ice cream on my top. I ain't worried about it. I'm a bloke. Have me dinner and get ice cream down your t-shirt. Don't affect me. Oh, beautiful. Where's this at with the comment section? Who of us got in the house? Aha, football over Koi. Crafty Koi, 1-0. Yeah, make sure everyone votes for the hammer when we start kicking off this competition. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, to be fair, over the next 12 months. Andy's Koi puddle, I've literally just swapped out home bacteria filter. What's it saying? I've literally just swapped out a homemade bacteria filter for an Easy Pod to avoid having to buy filter floss all the time. But I have just had some Mountain Tree shower media delivered. Happy days. Don't follow football. Koi is my chill zone. Same as me, mate. Exactly same. Wills, thank your mother for the tortoise. Happy days. I love saying that one as well. That was at Scott's Pond. Thank your mother for the tortoise. Look at that, we've been on for an hour. I don't know if I might do it. I might do a giveaway in a minute. Just fancy being nice. Mrs. Whisper can fill out the form. Tell I've been... Bloody stinks, doesn't it? Feed that fish food and then... Got it on my hands. Like putting your hand into a bait bucket when you're carp fishing. Look at that Makashi though. Look at the shoulders on that girl. She is an absolute peach. I ran a homemade bog filter on my goldfish pond. Works really well. Yeah, you gotta love a bog filter. I think with goldfish it's not an issue because their waste that they produce is nowhere near as much as what a koi. I mean, you think in a pond this size, some of these fish that I got at 90 cm, the amount that goes in there food wise, I mean this time of year, I mean it's all but, now the water temperature is at 22, it's all but 600-700 grams a day that's going in. Hammering that amount of food into a pond, the waste, without having that drum filter to keep everything on top form, the amount of waste to put through to run it through a bog filter, it would just clog it up. That was the only. But I am going to be doing a bog filter. To be fair, Jake wants to upgrade his pond. Don't know if anyone saw the video that I released last night with that new the new Kajaku that I purchased. Don't know if anyone saw it, but they've got some tanks up there, black tanks, like little quarantine grow on little tanks, only small ones, or goldfish tanks, or whatever you want to do with them really, just tanks that hold water. He wants to upgrade his to the next size up, so he's at, I think it's 260 litre I think he's got at the moment, but he wants to up that, and the one that's up there I'm not sure if it's 500 litre, which in the conservatory would be lovely. Nice to be live with you. Better than just a video. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Lee, my name would look wicked in your conservatory, mate. What do you mean? Lee Langdon. My name would look wicked in your conservatory, mate. Any thoughts on the water feature you had in mind with the main pond? Yeah, so that there's actually in the protocol at the moment. So along where that rabbit is, I'm actually getting a plant filter made up, and it's going to be seasonal. So it's going to only be run during the seasons. In the winter I'll shut it down, clean it out. It's just really just for looks on the pond more than beneficial reasons, but having plants in there, I'm just going to see if there is enough plants to do anything. They have been chasing around each other today like they want to spawn, because my water temperatures is really, in this pond, they've only just creeped up to 21 degrees. Seeming's that the temperature we've had for the past couple of days. Sorry about that, I'm having a vape as well, but I do like having a vape. Meant to say one of those. Absolute belter last upload. Thank you very much. Do you know how hard it was for me to pick between those two Kajakus though? I was still tempted, after I put that video out, I was still tempted to ring them up and buy it. And just, because it was a stunning fish, like, it was faultless, you know what I mean? I couldn't pick any faults with it whatsoever. The scalation on it, the body, the one that I left behind. The reason why I picked the one I picked with that lightning strip down it is because I believe myself, when that grows into a big fish, looking down from it, from this pond, it will look outstanding when it gets to like 60, 70 cm. Here's an idea for you, buddy. A double barrel water feature. What's that? With a hand pump, instead of water returning into the bottom barrel, have it return into the pond. You'll have to draw it for me and send it to me on Instagram, because I'm not sure what you mean. MST Motorsport, evening James and chat, hope everyone is well. Yeah, to be fair, I was watching something the other day when someone was on live, and they kept calling their subscribers chat. It was like, let's go chat, let's go chat. I was like, you're calling people that are your friends as such chat. I'm not on Instagram, mate. Alright, mate. Well, are you up the show the weekend, 2.0? It's one of them. Once I see it up there, reading it, it don't quite clock in, but once I see what you mean, I think I know what you mean, but I need to see it. Is there any other way I can send you a pic? Instagram really is the only way. I wish you, that's the only thing with YouTube, I wish YouTube did private messaging. That's the only thing that I wish YouTube did, private messaging. I think I might get some bits and just do a little giveaway. A couple of koi stickers. Mrs. Whisperer won't like it because she'll have to send them off. Give me a second. Ooh. I'm back. I've got some bits to do as giveaways. Some koi stickers, some mountain tree towels, absolutely banging for cleaning your pond window or in your filter house. Not sure how I'm going to give them away yet, but I'll put them up there. And to be fair, I've probably got a bit of, I haven't got none of my cups left. I've given them all away, so I can't do any cups. Do you know what? I ordered up 50 cups and the whole lot's gone. Not sure what we're going to do as giveaway, but we'll do something in a minute. Geez, Discord, Facebook is easier, I reckon. Evening Aid, evening James. That rabbit liking the koi. What is Discord? Is that like a private messaging group, innit? Workshop. Hi James, any idea of a start date for the studio? Well, we're already down to a point behind the scenes, we've already started, if you know what I mean. But it's one of them that it's going to be a long turn, because obviously the money that it's going to cost me to get set up, to get up there and do it, I'm just going to have to do it all in stages, because it's going to be the hammer. No word of a lie, it's going to be next level. It's going to be better than, and I'm going to proudly say it, it's going to be better than any koi dealership that you have ever visited. That's what I'm prepared to say, but it's not going to be a koi shop to buy fish. It's literally going to be the dog's nuts, because that's the only way that I roll. Like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And when I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So that's a pretty harsh statement to put out there, but I know I'm more than capable of saying that. But to do that, it's not going to be cheap for me to do that. But I've got sponsorships on board at the moment that's willing to help out. Obviously, Mountain Tree is a massive sponsor of my channel. They don't just sponsor me with goods. They've you know, I've had other companies, NT Labs sponsor the channel, but the way that I need this to go by having sponsorships now and me promoting people's products and me promoting all of their stuff, which is, and this ain't me coming across big-headed or anything like that, but me promoting, say for instance that I promote, if it's your business and I promote your product and I say it's brilliant and everyone goes and buys it, what do I get from it? Like, if you know what I'm trying to say from that point of view. So for me to move forward in this career, for me just promoting something now or going and buying it and saying, like, at the end result it's like a pump, innit? So say an Evolution Aqua pump that I'm using it, and this is just an example. If I say that this is the next best thing on the market, blah de blah de blah, I've gone and bought it, and without a link in place or Amazon Associate or whatever it may be, that company goes ahead and sells 1,000 of them overnight because I've said that they're good, or it's the new best thing, I don't get nothing from it whatsoever. And I've put a lot, I have invested a lot of my own money into building this channel up, and I mean a lot of money, to get the channel to where I need it to be. And it's at the stage where, for me to progress that, how much money that I need to keep putting into it before it will ever give me any money back, if it will give me any money back. So there's been some very, very kind people along the way that's helping me out, and has helped me out as well, because it ain't cheap. A lot, you know, how much does it cost to go and buy a few pipe fittings just to get a pond up and running, let alone have, there's going to be 10 ponds up that studio minimum, and then running cost of just to run the place, electricity bill. I need to make sure that I make enough content to cover that bill, because as a koi shop or a dealership, they make their money on fish sales, because fish sales have a markup like fruit and veg, 300-400% markup on. I might be a little bit wrong here, but as far as I'm aware, in the trade, dry goods make hardly anything, but where these companies or where fish stores or dealers make money is by selling fish, the markup on selling a fish. And it has to be, because the fish that are in their ponds might not, you know, they might not sell for 6 months. So the markup on, and seasonal as well, so the markup on the fish have got to be that price, down to those reasons. I'm not, how do I say it, I won't be selling fish. So the way that I make my money is by making content. So yeah, it's not going to be cheap, but I'll do it in stages. So there'll be one pond done, finished, the next one done, finished, the next one done, finished, and then I might have to go back to the other pond and upgrade or do what I need to do to it, and show examples, and yeah, really make it look nice, because that's my plan. But it's like everything, it costs a fortune, doesn't it? Just to run heating, I'm still debating whether how I do it as well with heating. I don't know whether if I heat the whole building and have it with the new roof going on, have it all completely insulated, and I heat the room instead of heating individual tanks. I'm not sure what I'm doing there yet. Depends on price, and depends on what money that I can make from this YouTube channel. Run it like MD Studio. Yeah, heat the whole room. His studio's incredible, isn't it? But yeah, let's give away one of these. One thing I will ask, if anyone does win, got a log burner. Yeah, there's a good idea, but it means I'd have to live up there, Jigs, wouldn't it? I'd have to live up there and keep him fueled right up the whole time I'm there. Because I could put a log burner in there, but I probably will put a log burner in there as well, thinking about it. just for when I am there, fire it up. Will I have reptiles and it's cheaper to heat the room they are in? Yeah, definitely. Right, so anyone wants to win these prizes, only thing I will ask, if you do win, is it okay if you win that you pay the postage? Because Mrs. Whisperer just said after the last lot I give away and the lot I give away before, this month when we had our post bill to send all the items off was a little bit expensive. So if you do win, just cover the cost of the post cost through our Instagram page. It's like, I think it's like £3.50 or something stupid like that. I said I'd pay for it, but you know what I mean. That being said, anyone that does want to win this, one of them, I'm literally gonna do it now. If anyone wants to win, what should I say? Let's go with, totally right mate, it's a cripple. Yeah, what, the postage, yeah. Yeah, anyone want to win this, basically, there we go then. First person to write down, get ready, the first person to write down what I feed my fish with wins this competition. First person to write down what I feed my fish with wins this prize. And only enter it if you're prepared to pay the postage and you got Instagram. Food? Nope. Nope. Probiotic? Joe, you win, mate. NT Labs. To be fair, probiotic, yeah, that Joe, you win. Joe's a winner. So Joe, get hold of Mrs. Whisperer, screenshot what you've just done here with your name, because so many people say that they're certain different people, and then we'll get this sent out to you. And then we'll do another one in a minute as well. And I've got another good one in a minute. Hear me drum filters going off over there, can you hear them? I'm going to put Joe in a timeout. Well done, Joe. Let me just go and tell Mrs. Whisperer that this is Joe. Make sure you screenshot your name on your thingy as well though, Joe, yeah? Oh look, I've got some more prizes, look. Got one of the Mountain Tree koi hats. Absolute banging these are. Check that out, look. Cracking koi. And I've got one of the Mountain Tree t-shirts. Absolutely love these. It does say 2XX on it, right? But that's Chinese size. So it's not, it's just standard large. So what we're doing is a Mountain Tree giveaway with all of these bits. I'm going to pay the postage on this lot, because that'll have to go in a box. But what we're doing for that one is the old traditional. We're going to run the competition for where we're at. We're going to run the competition until it says as the minutes, you guys can see the minutes at the top, can't you? So as the minutes are 90, as soon as they hit 90 minutes, if you want to enter, just send any donation at all with the super chat, and I'll enter you into the competition, and I'll write your names down as we go in to enter you into the competition. Let me grab a pen and paper if you want to do it. I've got my little book as well. Normally get Jake to do this. Where we're at, NT Labs. Message mate, nice one. That's the Hammer Boy. Well done, Joe. Hopefully she'll message you back, because she is watching football, so I don't know if she'll message straight away. Yeah, anyone wants to win that lot up there now, just enter in with a super chat. You can find your super chats just down in the corner where you can see the little money symbol. Click that one, enter in any super chat whatsoever. And the main reason, it really does help me out, because it helps me make future content. And you never know, I might find one, can't guarantee it, but I might find one of me mugs and send one of me mugs away for you as well. To be fair, I will guarantee it. I know I've got 2 spare, one for jigs, and I've got a backup just in case one of them ever broke when I was sending it. So in this competition there will be one of me mugs as well. But if you don't want to enter, it's no issues whatsoever. If you do want to enter, it really does help me out. And as they say, let's go chat, let's go chat. I ain't doing that. But I'm still here to chat until it gets to the 90 minutes anyway. So if no one enters, no one wins. If one person enters, MTS Motorsport, you're going in, mate. MTS Motorsport, thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. Motorsport. Normally I like having Jakey come down and do this for me. And the more times you enter, the more times your name goes into the pot. Need to get a pot. I'll have to get a I'll have to get the winning cup. So if MST Motorsport is the only person that enters, then he wins. He wins the prizes, and I'll get him sent out to you. Where's his name, look, going into the pot. I just need to get the pot to put him in. I've sent you a message on Instagram, hopefully it's gone through. Yeah, on the Instagram, the missus gets 2 lots, so she gets people that she's already talked to. Very much appreciated that, MST Motorsport. Anyone else want to enter into this competition? I'm going to get my cup as well, because my cups... Ian! Thank you, mother, for the rabbits! Absolute legend. Paul as well, you're in as well. Ian's in. Ian Run. Acres. Who else have we got? Paul, you're in. Absolute legend. Jay, happy days, Jay. You're in, mate. JVXR22. Absolute ledge. Let's celebrate their first super chat. Can I do bank transfer? The only way is to do on this app here, because YouTube don't like it if you put any other links in place. Absolute legend, mate. Absolute legends. It's the hammer. Andy. Andy's in, look. Get on, Andy. Legend. Remember, anyone that does over the £10 mark, like we've always ever done before, you get a massive thank you, mother, for the rabbits. And I don't care that other people in my street can hear it. Wish I could, but my bank is poop, man. Absolute hammer boy. Get on out, Andy. Very much appreciated. Gotta get Mrs. Whisperer. Can you get me my limited edition cup to go in? Is upstairs. Can you get me that cup, please? That's one thing I want to add as well. The cup that you're about to win is a limited edition version, because it's the original James the Koi Whisperer. Sorry about the coffee, but it's the James the Koi Whisperer logo this side without the full wrap. It's actually got the YouTube and the hammer and the rabbit, and I only had 2 of these made, and I'm prepared to give away one on this live that we're doing right now. So yeah, and I will be going to the BKKS show, so if anyone that does enter into this competition at the moment that can win all those prizes behind me. Who else have we got there? Thank you very much, Kosi. Just write your name down as well. Kosi Koi. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. Look at MST Motorsport gets another one. Right, so this is the limited edition cup that you're about to win as well. There's like I said, I only had 2 of these made. One of them is my own personal one, and one of them is getting given away here. So if you get one of them, I'm just going to start putting your names in the pot behind me. I don't know if you can see that. See that cup right behind me? Got to write Kosi Koi again. And then MST Motorsport. Mrs. Whisperer might come out and give me a hand. MTS Motorsport. I'm just going to write down your names, how many times you enter. Like you said, give that one a love. Absolute ledge. Sorry about if I keep hitting the screen, I need to see how to spell it. But yeah, as we said, we've got all of these prizes. Check that hat out though, that you can win that hat. Absolute banging koi on it. T-shirt, towel, stickers. But that is the main hammer right there. Limited edition. James Koi Whisperer. I only had 2 of them made. Pull, absolute ledge pull. Pulls in. I'm just going to put those names. I got to see all these names. I've got to rip them up. I'm just going to rip them up in a minute. Let me get Paul in there. Paul's in again. Get your super chats in now if you want to enter the competition, and I'm paying the postage on it. All you got to do is click that little $sign, whack yourself a competition, and then you get to enter into this competition. Very, very much appreciated. It does help me out as well, helps support the channel. Helps me make more videos and all that lot. Does your bottom drains keep the bottom clear, bud? To be fair, the fish keeps your bottom clear. Constant swimming around, moving around the mess. I think there's a bit of a myth if you have it sloped and angled up to keep the poo around with a fish. It's the same with fines. The only way you get rid of the fines is if you don't feed your fish. As soon as your fish eat and shit, until it goes through the system to stop it, to get it out of the way, then it's nice and clear. But yeah, we've first got 105 people watching. Check out these koi stickers as well. These here can go in your filter shed. They've got all the different types of koi on them. Really, really cool they are. You can put them on the back of your phone. Absolute mint. My favourite on here, I think, is this one up here. Absolute lovely quality fish. Kosi's in again. Absolute diamond. And if you do win and you want me to bring it up to the show, I'll bring it up to the show. But if you want me to send it out to you tomorrow, I'll get it sent out to you tomorrow. Very, very much appreciated, everyone that does enter these competitions. It does help me out. Little bit of fun, little bit of banter, and anyone that donates over a tenner gets a big old thank your mother for the rabbits. And like I said before, I don't give a monkeys if the whole street hears me. MTS Motorsport, thank your mother for the rabbits! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You absolute legend. MTS Motorsport. Happy, happy days, brother. Casey Flips, look. In with a 199. Koshi's in. I'm gonna save that somehow and make it my ringtone. To be fair, mate, I can personally deliver you one of those messages if you want. I'll get you the absolute hammer it on it as well. Get me on Instagram and I'll get you a private voice note. Makes hell of a ringtone, that does. Paul in with a 9.99. That there's got to be worth. That's got to be worth. Thank your mother for the rabbits. Cheers, Paul. Very much appreciated, mate. Absolute ledge. In with a 9.99. All the neighbours in the street's going to start thinking, what's he shouting about now in his back garden? No, I haven't. There's Mrs. Whisperer on, look. Mrs. Whisperer's joined in the channel. I know I said I was going to run this at, stop this at 90 minutes, but I'm just going to keep it going for a bit longer, just because, just to give people a chance to get into the competition, because I know this is a little bit delayed. So I'll call it dead at 95, and that's final. That is just give people a chance, because some people's just joining, just to give them Jed a chance. Kosie's in again, look, and it gives me a chance to catch up and get these names into the pot. So I'm going to start off with these names, get them ripped up. To be fair, I could do with a pair of scissors to make my life much easier. Mrs. Whisperer, if you're still watching, you couldn't grab us a pair of scissors, could you? Be very, very much appreciated. Look at all these prizes behind me. James, thanks for the National Koi Show plug. Ask for me at the entrance, Rob. And I've got a limited edition show t-shirt for you. Chin up, fella. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. Mrs. Whisperer better remember that as well. Thanks for the National Koi Show plug. Ask me for an entrance. What have I got to ask you? Limited edition show t-shirt for you. That's banging, that is. I'd be proud to wear that. Been great to do a comp in the future for fish with a minimum donation. Be great to do a competition in the future for a fish with a minimum donation. Good idea. Mrs. Whisperer did it to me, look. She watches my videos, even though she tried nicking the channel the other day. Mrs. Whisperer, do you mind just jumping involved here and helping me do this for 3 minutes? She stood right next to me. You get the chair and just helping me do this. People, oh look, I missed one. MTS Motors. Thank your mother for the rabbits.
If I stay out here, I'm going to need hearing aids.
You'll need hearing aids. You'll need hearing aids, alright, love. You'll need them. Let me get that one written there. MT Motorsport, you absolute ledge. MTS Motorsport, should I write? That's another page. Kosie's in with another one. Felt like my voice was going on that one, but that was worth it, wasn't it? That was absolutely worth that one. Kosie's in. Oh, Stu's in, look. Happy day, Stu. Thank you very much, brother. Absolute diamond. Mrs. Whisperer's coming out now, look. Remember, this is for the limited edition cup right here. Doing the names. Time Mrs. Whisperer gets here, they'll be done, won't I? Less than a minute, well, a minute and a half remaining. So, for anyone new joining the channel at the moment, if you want to join in, you win your stickers, you win your koi pond window, towel cleaner or filter house cleaner, microfiber, decent cloth, you win your koi hat, you win your koi t-shirt from Mountain Tree, and I absolutely love it, quality t-shirt. And then you've also got your limited edition James the Koi Whisperer koi mug, and I've only ever had 2 of these made because the label's on the front and the label's on the back. The standard ones that I give out are full wraps, and these ones are the absolute hammer. MT Motorsport, one more for the neighbours. Thank your mother for the rabbits. Legend. Absolute legend. I'll probably have to go and knock on the neighbour's door tomorrow and apologise. Absolute legend, mate. MTS. Motorsport. Kelsey's in again. Thank you very much appreciated. Absolute legends. We'll get this done and then we'll have a bit of a koi chat. Well, we're having a koi chat anyway, innit? I like having a banter with you guys. Legends, that's what you are. Mrs. Whisperer is supposed to come out. That's what she was supposed to do. Workshop's in. He's in as well, look. Happy days. Workshop. For you. To be fair as well, Michael, by doing a workshop, I reckon you're good at woodwork. Is it good at woodwork? Thank you ever so much. Are you at the show the weekend? We certainly are at the show the weekend. Make sure we get all these cut in there. Once I get all these done, we're going to call it. So if anyone wants to get in now. MTS Motorsport though, he's proper made me lose my voice here tonight. Are you going to the show the weekend, mate? Well, I haven't written that last name down. MTS Motorsport. Ooh la la la. We've got all the names. I'll fold them and roll them in a minute. I'll fold them and roll them. I'm going up on the Sunday that anyone's joining in now to find out if I'm going to the BKKS show. Look out now, boy. The Whisperer is in town. I'll start folding up all these. Once it's all folded up, if no one else joins in, then I'm going to call it. So, Paul Herms is in. Basil Flips in. Kosi Koi's in. Don't know if you can see. Oh, Kosi Koi just written another one. As soon as we stop writing. Kosi Koi. Kosi Koi's in. As soon as I get all these folded, see, that's it. We're gonna do a live tumble draw. Kosi Koi's in. I'm just folding them like this. Paul's in. Kosi Koi's got another one, look. The more times that people entered, see, the more chance that you got to win. Multisport's in. And I'm just going to do a random, look at Kosi, look. Loads of ones she's got in there, or he's got in there. Look at that, another Kosi one there, look. Kosi again. And I'm going to get Mrs. Whisperer to pick. Workshop's in. Look, another one for Kosi, look. Kosi just writ another one. As soon as I've got to write, it makes me write another one, see? Kosi Koi's in. C-O-S-S. What's your biggest fish, James? It's got to be in length it's the Kajaku that just went past then, but the biggest is the Makashi Ogon, because that's got the body too. Look at MT Motorsport still up there in the super chat, because he's been an absolute legend. He's proper donated some money tonight for me. Absolute, so much appreciated. Stu's in, look. Paul's in. I am going to call this competition. I'm literally just folding up all of these names. Look, you got Andy Mad Doc, should I say, not Cock. You got MT Motorsport again. You got Ian in again. MT Motorsport in again, look. Right, I've got to call Mrs. Whisperer. So anyone who wants to get in just before she calls this, get in now, because it's your last chance. This is the cup you're winning, Bosch, all of this stuff. Mrs. Whisperer, if you are watching, please may you attend and do this giveaway for me, please. Mrs. Whisperer. And when she's here, I'm going to ask if she can make me a cup as well. Because look at that, matching. That's mine, that's going to be yours. That's mine, that's going to be yours. Look out now, boy! Mrs. Whisperer, are you there? Roger, Tango, Nixie, over. Here she comes, look. It's like tricking me fingers.
What's that?
I need you to pick the winner of everyone that's entered. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has entered. Very, very much appreciated. It really does help out. The super chats do help out. She's just going to grab her slippers. It really does. Least I can do, mate, with all the work you out into giving us content to watch. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's very much appreciated, mate. It really means a lot to me when I get people behind me that support the channel, because there's a lot of you out there that really do support the channel, and it helps me make the content. Really is much appreciated. I might turn those pond lights on for you guys in a minute. Thank your mother for the slippers. Thank your mother for the slippers. I wonder who's going to win. It's like Christmas, isn't it? Check out that cup though. Hanging. I like it. I like it a lot. Got a bit of paper on it then. Look, I thought there was a mark on it, but it ain't. There's a bit of paper. Right, so that's everyone's in. Literally, Mrs. Whisperer, I'm going to keep the cup there. You're going to put your hand in over the top. Check this out, look, as well. She had her nails done. She had her nails done for the koi show. She got koi patterns on her nails. Looks lovely, that does. Right, put your nails in. Have a little pick. And then just put it straight to the screen and undo it.
Don't know if you can see that.
Who sees it?
I can't see it from there.
You see it? That's the winner. KOI, you have won this competition. If you would like to contact Mrs. Whisperer on the Instagram page, and we'll get these prizes sent out to you ASAP. Well, they'll be sent out to you tomorrow. So you have won, if you are there, you have won that, this cup, these stickers, and the t-shirt and the stickers. So you've won all of this. Thank you everyone for entering. And MT Motorsport, if you would like to contact me, mate, because I want to give you a special little message. Contact us on the Instagram. I want to give you a live voice recording so you can save it to your phone. So I'm going to put that with that. KOI. If you'd like to get hold of Mrs. Whisperer, can you take that, please? That's all the prizes. She's going to get that wrapped up, printed off.
Wait, what's the cup?
You watch the cup. Late to the party, James. Work. That's the hammer boy. I'm going to turn the lights on. It's an absolute cracking evening, though. It is cracking evening, isn't it? I want to see how well this works. Mrs. Whisperer, if you're watching, can you get one of the boys to make me a drink? Because I'm a bit dry on the throat, you know what I mean? See if that works. It probably won't. But yeah, thanks everyone for entering. Haha, legend. I'll drop you a message. Happy days, MT Motorsport. I'll probably send you out a pack of stickers as well, mate, and a t-shirt. Because you've helped the channel a lot recently. You did for me birthday as well. You sent me a birthday treat. I remembers. Would you consider putting a mirror or comment in your pond, grow on pond? I certainly would. I do love them. The black vats will be good upgrade for Jake's fish. That's the hammer. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thanks to all that I can't say that word, in helping you. I will contact you shortly. Big thanks again. No, thank you. Thank you ever so much. It means the absolute world to me. Good evening. Thanks, James. Lovely evening. Oh, Scrags is in the house, boy. Now then, boy. How's it going, Shag? Yeah, going fantastic over here, mate. Love to see it. Scrags, see you Sunday. You will. Scrags will see me Sunday as well. Dino, want any glue? Don't need any glue. Look at they fish though, that. That's an absolute amazing backdrop, isn't it? I know the sound of the shower's probably coming through on the sound on your screens, but there ain't a lot I can do about that unless I turn it off. And I ain't prepared to do that. Sorry. There's a lot that I will do for you, but I cannot do that. Sorry, James was asking Scrag, mate. No problem at all. Dino, are you going to the show? I don't think they got the message of another drink for me though, did they? I think that's a bit harsh. Have you named the new Kajaku yet, James? I haven't. I need to think of a name. I do need to think of a name for the new Kajaku. Anyone got any good koi fish names? Would you get a sturgeon? They're not for me really. I will get one when I get up the studio. I've got to have one up there. Scrag just text me. Now then, boy, you have said yes to the glue. It's for gluing. Now then, boy, you should have said yes to the glue. It's for gluing pipe work. What? Why is there some free glue going around? Is there? If anyone's got any free glue, I'll take some free glue. But that's one thing I will ask, anyone that's got any bits and pieces left over. Was Crafty? Call it Gary. Anyone? Oh, listen to this fire up. The dirt. amazing! Watch him a rot now, look. It's like they've never been fed. He's only going off 8 times a day. Can you remind me of the Instagram name, as I'm just setting it up now, thanks. Yeah, so my Instagram name is the same as the YouTube name, James the Koi Whisperer. Anyone that's not already subscribed to my Instagram, I highly recommend subscribing to my Instagram, because there's always new content Mrs. Whisperer's putting up there, stories of what we're up to. Get the PVA bags in the spod mix, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's what you need. Start bombing it out by the kilos. Get the buckets in there. Look at that new fish though. Incredible. To be fair, both of them is, even the kahaku that I had from Sakai, that there's a banger as well. The scalation pattern on that, and the white is whiter than white, whiter than an A4 piece of paper. Yeah, we'll sort you. Put a pot, James. Sort you out a pot, James. Thank you very much, brother. Very, very much appreciated. I knows what you mean, brother. I find it easier to read when it don't make sense to everyone else, because I'm dyslexic. I find it easy just to read it. See, that bug just went in my ear then. James, keep up the amazing videos, mate. Gets me through shit times. It's done for a while. Bless you, buddy. Thank you ever so much, mate. To be fair, it gets me through it as well. I love this time of year though, when you can sit outside. Will your fish lay eggs? If I chuck spawning brushes in, there's a few ready to kick off, but I don't really want them to kick off. If they come to it of their own accord, then they'll come to it. My pond takes a lot longer to get up to temperature as well. A lot of ponds already spawn by now, mine haven't. Some seasons I do go through seasons when they don't spawn, some I go through seasons when they do. But I'm not overly worried if they don't spawn, because they can carry their eggs over winter and they can convert their eggs to food. So I'm not overly fussed if they don't spawn. Not converted to food, but you know what I mean. As long as they don't get eggs down. Gaz, hey up James, how's the new koi doing? Just watched your video, they look banging. Yeah, really doing good, mate. My uncle just had loads of eggs yesterday. Yeah, mine is, there's a few that have been showing a few signs. But like I was just saying, my pond temperature takes a lot longer to get up the temperature, just the way it's positioned with the sunlight and air temperature and all the rest of it. Are you going to breed some fish at the studio? Certainly will do. Something that I'm in a way inexperienced of doing myself. I mean, I've bred fish in fish tanks before. I've never done koi, so it'll be a bit of an interesting task for me to do, but I'm sure I'll learn it, achieve it. Always willing to learn something, and I've always been one to say that I don't know everything, because I don't. Look at that, absolute banging backdrop. Certainly a bit dry on the old gizzard, mine. Dino, is your pond sorted now? That's one thing I have noticed this year. People, there's been a hell of a lot. I mean, I had it myself, didn't I? Beginning of the season, I think nearly everyone that I've spoke to has had problems this year. Craig, James, just watching the channel is a pleasure. The content is amazing. The way you make it interesting to watch. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated, Craig. I do try my best with that, to come across, to get information in it and also make it funny and at the same time make it watchable, if you knows what I means. I just had a message from my mate Paul. I don't know if you're watching me live, Paul, but I can't read your message while I'm live, so you'll have to write it in the comment section, mate. And if you don't know how to do that, you'll have to watch me. Instead of watching me on your TV, you'll have to watch me on your phone and write the comments in the comment section, and then I'll be able to read it, because I can't end me live, if you know what I means. Mrs. Whisperer, you still sat in the front room? She'll come up. Give me a backhander in a minute. Make your own cup of tea. Mrs. Whisperer, yes I am. Can everyone write down in the comment section, please, if you don't mind, Mrs. Whisperer, please may you make the Koi Whisperer a cup of coffee. He's a bit dry on the throat. How's your koi friend's pond, what you was working on the other day? Yep, we're finished. We're up and done and sorted. Bing bang bosh. We don't mess around. He's what you call the absolute hammer. Give us a sneaky glimpse of the rendering, boy. Oh. It's the hammer, mate. That's what it is. Obviously, Scott, when I went up to see Scott, Scott's pond with the really nice artwork on his pond wall, he come down and done it with Luke, his mate, and we had a cracking couple of days, to be fair, talking about koi, the hobby, and the finish that he's done on this pond is next level, man. Like, absolute incredible. Hello, Mrs. Whisperer. Mr. Whisperer wants a coffee, please. Thank you ever so much for writing that. The more people write it, I might have a chance. I think she should do it anyway, really. The size of some of these fish going past. Scrags, you can vouch for it, can't you, Scrags? The video does not do them justice. When you see them in real life and you see the chunks on them, they're big old lumps. That one going past right now is 92. Mrs. Whisperer made James a coffee. Made James a coffee, yeah, that's the one. Get the kettle on, Mrs. Whisperer. Coffee, coffee. Oh, come on then. Show us that. Look. Yeah, well, I won't hide the address. See, look at all these people telling you to get me a coffee, love. Look. Look, she's all packed and wrapped, ready to go. Prize is being sent out tomorrow morning. Can I please have a coffee, though?
What was that? You want a bucket of water over your head?
No, I don't want a bucket of water over me. I don't want a coffee.
You said you're feeling hot.
I'm not feeling hot anymore. You'll be hot later on, love. It will be the absolute hammer later on. Look out now, girl. The Whisperer will be on top performance. Tell you what though, this Shuro that I've got down here, that one's, it is turning out really nice. It's got a lot of underlining soon still coming through, but every single month it's just getting better and better. And the black on it's like ink. I think AMB should take over the live and you make AMB a coffee. Hey, stop trying to get your sneaky points in just because we're going to the show the weekend, mate. I know that one. They are huge in person. They certainly are, Ray, didn't they? I did see your video the other day as well about with the flukes. Hopefully that everything's all sorted. You're finally on top of it. It's been a long process, hasn't it? Jigs, Dino, I can't think of a lot bigger ones than you, mate. James needs a coffee, Mrs. Whisperer. Can I have a prize for being the biggest knobhead that has keep koi? I've never met you, Dino. Are you going to the show the weekend? I reckon James should make Mrs. Whisperer a coffee. Oh yeah, all of these ones coming out now, is it? This is what I was saying the other day about this competition we're having. Everyone's gonna pick Mrs. Whisperer's fish. I knows the crack. Good news, that mate, good news. I know what it's like when you're going through it. The problem is when you're dealing with parasites, and a lot of people can admit it, when the hobby's enjoyable, it's lush. And it's so easy to give someone else advice when they've got problems. But when you've got problems yourself, it does affect the old TikToker, because you constantly, especially if you're like me, you constantly worry about it, don't you? You're like, you do the medication, you put all your treatments in, you do what X, Y and Z, what someone else does. It worked for them, but it didn't work for you. And sometimes it can really get you down with the hobby. But you just got to keep pushing on, and just what you got to think, I suppose, what I sort of started thinking myself is, as long as they're in the pond and they're not jumped out, there's a way that eventually, hopefully, as long as you keep doing everything right and you stay on track, the good times will come again. Like that fish there, did you just see that in the background? That kahaku just had a little bit of a, but that's probably food in its gills, more than likely anyway. James, I'm happy for you to give away the mountain tree top, as it may be a bit small for me. Sorry, it's already packed, thanks. Just have it, mate, and just hang it up in your koi shed. Use it as a spare rag if you want. It's already in the box. I mean, I'm large, I'm not a small, I'm 100 kilo, I'm not a small bloke. Certainly ain't at me fighting weight anymore anyway. That's the problem, after coming off the booze and everything else. I seem to be eating a lot these days. But I'd rather eat than what I would go back to the old life I had. I lost a couple of scales on one of the fish. Yeah, that's another thing that's horrible. Do you know that's a proper horrible thing when you've got a really nice fish? It's always, I always find it's always your nicest fish that injures itself as well when something happens, or that you get a parasite problem or an outbreak. But when when you've got livestock like that, you've got to expect to have problems. I don't know any koi keeper that's kept koi and can honestly say that they've never had problems, because it happens. I think these things is just knowing what to do when you get the problems, how you deal with it, and spotting the signs as early as possible. Don't you even think about that. You do that, love, right? She's got a bucket of water right here. If you chuck that over me tonight, I will pick you up and literally chuck you in this pond. And don't anyone urge her on to chuck it over me, because she don't need any edging on. But I'm just making it clear, don't even start, because I will pick you up and chuck you in that pond. You will be going for a swim, Mrs. Whisperer. If she does, she's going in. You'll get the filming equipment wet, and I've got this solar panel down here, the charger, remember? Ah! Don't flick it at me, that's pretty cold actually, that was quite nice. No, don't even think about it.
It's only water.
I know it's only water, but if you do that, it is game on. I will literally pick you up and just dump you in the pond. Do it, he needs a bath. 10 lights and you're having the bucket. No, he ain't. Don't.
I want to.
Don't. I would like that cup of coffee, please, love. Did you make it for me? Come on, don't be mean. I've had a good day today. Don't. Don't. If honestly, I will pick you up and chuck. I will pick you. If you do that, I'm trying to speak live here. If you do honestly, if you do that. Go and put it away. Put it in the. Water the plants with it, love. That would be a good idea because your acer tree needs watering. Water your acer tree with it. Sorry for that. I do apologise. She's being childish. Don't. Honestly, please. You can get Jake with it. But on that acer plant does definitely need doing. I think someone should send Mrs. Whisperer a super soaker. She don't need one of them, she's got a bucket.
It's not a bucket.
Don't. Honestly, please. I don't want to chuck you in the pond. Look, Paul Jeffries. Thank your mother for the rabbits! He just chucked in a tenner, look. Absolute ledge. Ha! That was proper cold. Don't do any more. That shit me up. It felt like my heart was coming out. I just hit all my legs. We should start. To be fair, that would be a good little challenge. Can anyone remember the what was it called? The water bucket challenge. Ice cold bucket over your head, wasn't it? We could start that with the KOI YouTubers, couldn't we? We could start an ice bucket challenge with the KOI YouTubers.
You can't even deal with a puddle of water.
Yeah, but it's fucking freezing, love. Now it's all on my pants. Jeez. Paul Jeffries chucked in a tenner on the super chat. Absolute ledge. Ice bucket challenge. Yes. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Because ideally I can't chuck her in the pond, can I? I know what she's gonna do right now, right? She's going upstairs to get Jake to do it because she knows I won't chuck him in the pond because he's too big. What day's the show? I'm on the waiting to be accepted messaging list as I've tried to send you one before. Get Mrs. Whisperer to message me back because I want to offer you a deal for the studio when you are ready. Alright, Lee, I'll contact you, mate. You know what I might have to do is lock the door from the inside because she's gonna. I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna get Jake out. I ain't getting wet for nothing. Just trying to enjoy me coffee, you know what I mean? What is it that you do, Lee, as well? I'm terrified now. This is worse than what it was when I was... Don't, Jake. Jake. Jake, just remember one thing, right? If you chuck that bucket of water on me, yeah, I am not building you a new pond. No. Honestly, you need to get, if you're chucking that on me, you need to get some super chats out of it. You ain't just doing it. I ain't doing it for nothing. Ah!
I just have my phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
The light was on. I can use someone's message comes in.
What do you mean?
It's in my pocket.
Well then, who did you delete? And before you don't.
Why do you do that? It's from my plants. I don't even...
Lee, you deleted Lee's message. He's messaged you on Instagram and he's got a deal for when we get up the studio.
Okay.
And I don't know what he does. Can do you
I'm watering my
a deal
plants.
at cost on the wood burner. Don't, Jake, I'm live with my phone out. Can do you a deal at cost on the wood burner. You need
I'll
to
make
rate.
you a
You need
deal.
if you want to chuck that on me, without you getting it back in return, because I will just.
I can swim.
You got to raise some super chat money if you want to get me wet.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
Don't, babe.
I want to water that plant.
Go on then. Go in and water it. I can see you right now. Don't. Mrs. Whisperer, I like your style. I have 2 sons too, and I would do the same thing. I'm Mrs. KOI, and he hates getting wet too. Right, I'll only let her tip this over me.
No, there's a tiny bit left.
No. Don't look what she's doing. She's torturing me right now. And then I got Jake the other side squirting me. She is absolutely. I'm just trying to have a bit of conversation here. If you get, I don't know. Jake, keep that water. That was not so cold. That's been in the sun all day. Right, I'll make a deal. If she gets, in 10 minutes, if she gets 50 quid's worth of super chats, I'll let her smash me with that water. But if she don't, 10-minute timer starts from now. If she don't, she ain't having it. There's the offer. 50 quid of super chats. By the time that it reaches
15 minutes. She said 10, more than that.
gaming channels in, so 50 quid's worth of super chats. By the time that meets 30, where we're at, 30, say 30 each 140. If she gets 50 quid's of super chats, come in now. I'll let her smash me with that water. And it's gonna be cold, isn't it? See, Jake, don't just spray it everywhere. You spray it on the flowers. Not flowers, a tree, whatever it's called. See, Mrs. Whisperer, nobody wants you to get me wet. It's as simple as that. How you doing, Big Al, though? You doing alright, buddy? Go on, Mrs. Whisperer. Man up, James. I need a laugh. Nobody wants it, see? Can't do what the viewers don't want, mate. Simple as that. Look at him over there, look, he's torturing me. Oh, POM rendered. Oh, can't see that again. POM was rendered. That was a quick sneaky. "108 people watching. Nobody wants to get me wet." Thank you, mother of the rabbits. MTS Motorsport, make sure you're on my side, brother. Don't be sending in no super chats. Just don't do it, because she will. That deal's made. Who else have we got in the chat? Cracking evening though, isn't it? Absolutely cracking. Can't believe it's only 9:30 as well. Have you thought about doing your own POM build service and putting them on your channel? Yeah, like I did mention that earlier on. I did, like, by doing POM build services and stuff like that, I don't mind helping anyone out, helping them do a day's labour or two, whatever it takes really. But my charge to that will be just to film it. I wouldn't charge for my services, my time, because like I was saying before, if something went wrong, not that it would, but if something did go wrong, then I could potentially put myself at risk to get sued without having the right insurances set in place. And yeah, I pay for you, build me a pond, you're incredible. Like I said,
Sorry, my phone rang. Where was I?
yeah, but you're not, no one's done the deal, love.
I don't need a deal.
Yeah, you do need a deal. Yeah, you do need a deal. That is the deal. But no, there is no, listen, there is no deal. If there's no, I give people the option, 50 quid of super, you can't be doing that. 50 quid of super chats. Listen, 50 quid of super chats, before it reaches 140, if it do not come in, you can't get me wet. Even though you keep spraying me, nobody wants me to get wet, so that's how it needs to stay. We could do it the other way round, if you wanted. Let's give people the option.
No.
Let's give people the option. People's there, people's here. Look, they're literally sat here waiting with the water. I'm terrified. Look at them.
I've even like set it so it'll cover as much of you as I can.
Yeah, but let's see what the viewers want.
How about you just do like thumbs up to get covered in water?
No,
thumbs down.
no. Guys, evening, mate. Late to the arrival. How you doing? Busy on the pond. Hope it's going well, mate, as well. Can I just chat, please, instead of flicking water at me? Nobody wants me to get wet. You've had the option. We just want a koi chat. We don't want to get wet. Jake. Oh look, someone started. 2 quid. There ain't much time left though. Thank you very much. Thank you ever so much.
That's for the 2
Ha! You can't do that every time someone. Ha! That is freezing. Did you get that out ice cold fridge? You can't be doing that every time someone super chats. Cracking evening to get wet. Can't. Time's almost up. Give people the opportunity. Soak him. Gaza?
So just be careful about that dustbin.
Yeah,
That one.
Can I just have a chat, please, instead of keep chucking water at me? Jake, just remember, you can have payback. I can't hurt Mum, but I can certainly hurt you, boy. Going well, mate. Electric and drainage nearly done. Happy days, brother. Jake, come on. They don't want me to get wet. They've had their opportunity.
I mean, I think they do.
Everyone knew the crack. Thank you everyone for not sending in the super chats. So I reckon now the table should turn and we should give the option, if Mrs. Whisperer sits in the hot seat, if she gets 50 quid's worth of super chats, then I get to soak Mrs. Whisperer. Anyone up for that? If I put the thumbs up and let her sit in the hot seat, see what it feels like with someone holding a jug of water over your head for 5 minutes when you're trying to have a conversation. I can see that jug going over you in a minute. Yeah, it certainly was, but the option was there. Put them two in the pond, James. Yeah, that's what would have happened if she just done it without...
I don't need an option.
Stop! Not on camera! Stop bullying me. Everyone can see there's 100 people here. Don't, please. You try and have a chat. No, look, everyone wants you to sit here, look. Good, can't beat a water fight. If Mrs. Whisperer sits in the seat, if we get 50 quid worth of super chats.
There's no super chats.
Love,
I'm coming for you. When you least expect it,
I will
with
just
one eye open.
sleep with one eye open. I should just... Can I have me, Right. No one wants you in the seat either, so it's safe. Jake, put that... Yeah, please. Liquid. Where we're at. Who we in the chat? That water is cold, mine. Can you get rid of that jug of water? I'm trying to...
I can get rid of it, yeah.
No, not like that. Don't,
I
love.
really want it.
No, don't. Don't. She's like a kid, look. They just won't give in. Ah! Hack it in. Honestly, don't, please. That is freezing, look. Ah! Like a kid, isn't it? That is proper cold now. Hang on a minute, look. Do you know it was more cold downstairs on the old ball bag? Look at that. You wait till later on. I'm gonna get her later on. She don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sleep with one eye open, she said. You wait until the morning. That's when it's going down. Something else might squirt on her. Just remember that camera is going off at some point. Definitely. That's proper cold, that is. It would have been alright earlier on in the sun. It's only a bit of water, innit? It's only a bit of water. Just be thankful it's not Mrs. G behind you. She would have the damn hose pipe in her hand. Look out now, boy! But yeah, really, these lives always go to an interesting place, don't them? Just the fun and the banter where they lead to, because the whole intention on this live really was to come on for a quick half an hour and just say that I'm going to the BKKS show this weekend. Mrs. Whisperer, that's a good idea. I reckon she should sit in the hot seat as well, really, seeming she's the old 50% partnership of this business. Mrs. Whisperer needs to sit on side. Mrs. Whisperer, you need to sit down here for half an hour. Give us a thank you, mother, for the ferrets. I do that. I do that on live request of donations of £10. They get a loud one, and it is almost knock-off time for that, because 10 o'clock at night is late enough for me to be waking up the neighbours with that. But if you send a donation with your request, you'll get a loud one. How's the big what's that? How's the bio B bacteria doing? Any good? I really like it, to be fair. I've got a batch brewing up in there at the moment. I'm not adding as much into the mixer each time, but I'm brewing it up every 2 days and just trickling it into the bio, onto the new pond, and it's working amazingly. I've got a little video coming out soon about new pond syndrome, how to deal with it, and it might not be how everyone deals with it, but it's how I deal with it. It's what I did with this pond, is what I'm doing with that pond. It's what I do with every single fish tank. I think pressure washer would work a treat. Mrs. Whisperer, you're heading to go in there. You're heading to go in there. But I think I might start that up about nominating, just so it passes round with the YouTube community out there, especially because of the summer's coming, water temperature's warmed up. Might have to do, instead of the ice bucket challenge, we'll call it the pond bucket challenge. Everyone out there with a YouTube channel, I think it would be a good way on a little short video just to get it shared across the system, to start it up. I don't know if anyone agrees with me, if they think it's a good idea. Sit in front of your pond, tell them your channel name, and then absolutely dread them with water, and then nominate the next person who you want to get wet, and just pass it round to see how many people we can get involved in it, because there's a hell of a lot of YouTube channels out there at the moment. And I do think it will make a good clip if all of the videos got montaged into one, so you get to see everyone's channel, and then you get to see everyone get soaked, and then you get to see obviously all the different YouTube channels out there as such. Did anyone go get your second fish from Southwest Koi? I don't know, mate. I've got to ring him tomorrow. Obviously that video only went out last night, so unless someone popped up there today, I don't know if someone's had it or not yet. Yeah, happy days and all that yibbity yabba, innit? They're always looking for something to eat, isn't them? Hello, hope you're having a good day. Which fish is your favourite and has it got a name? So yeah, my favourite in there is the Makashi Ogon, but I am loving my new Kajaku. I think every time you get a new fish, I think it just gives you something else to look at in the pond, doesn't it? It gives you something else, especially if you're like me, that you've added fish over the time, and you see them develop as you've added them, and each time you've added one. Are you still thinking of a heat source pump for your koi? I am, but I'm also planning on the gas as well, because I'm seeing the gas tancho show up. I want a tancho Kajaku. I know you can get, I've got too many Kajakus in there now really, but there's just something about them, I like them. Get Mrs. Whisperer on camera. I did put that opportunity out there. I did say if people donated, I would get Mrs. Whisperer to sit down and I would drench her with the water. White t-shirt on as well. Unlucky. Knocking off now, boss. Thanks again for the win. Can't wait to see you next videos. That's the Hammer Boy. Happy days, Joe. Thank you very much, brother. But yeah, thinking about it, look, it is knocking on. Time is getting late. I'm going to go inside in a minute. Been on for a while. But yeah, anyone new just joining, if I donate, will you say happy birthday to me, mate? Of course I will. Gazza, you need a gas fit, you know where I am. Yeah, happy days, brother. To be fair, Gaz, one of my mates said to me that he'd done a job and he ripped out a gas boiler and he was on about hooking it up to a gas bottle, one of the big bottles like they do with the caravan sites and that, and because it's a combi boiler, he reckons if he fits a hot tap to it, put a heat exchanger in it, and then I don't have to worry about hooking it up from the house, even though I've got a gas line in place. But he might give me that option as well, by he can connect to a live gas pipe that I've got inside the house as well. What's that, sorry? To Jake? Say again? Blake or Dylan? Happy birthday, Blake. When was that?
Dylan, that's his mate, not he didn't call his roommate, his mate.
Let me see what he's saying. I've lost what he's saying. If I donate,
No, he asked
will
me
you say happy birthday to my mate?
for my mate.
I don't get what you mean. Can you shout out my mate? Great. Please, it's his birthday. He loves your video. Happy birthday, Blake. Happy birthday to you, my son. I get what you mean now, Blake. Or should I say, I get what you mean, Dylan. Dylan wanted me to say happy birthday to his mate. And I said happy birthday to his mate. Hope you have an absolute banger of a day. Get a nice chagoi for the big pond. I've got a gin rin chagoi. Bottles ain't cheap, mine. No, they're not cheap. I've got someone in the know with bottles. Still not cheap, but cheaper than what they are elsewhere. But I'm going to see what they say, really. Having bottles, it will give me a chance to see how long a bottle lasts. I don't know how long a bottle would last if I put a bottle on it. I suppose it depends how long it's on for. But yeah, that being said, look guys, like I was just saying, I've been on for a while. We got 83 people watching. I've had a cracking bit of fun again this evening, up until Mrs. Whisperer wanted to get me wet. But there's another video going out tomorrow night. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's the absolute hammer, that is. Yeah, add a blinder. Everyone check out tomorrow's video though. It's definitely worth checking it out. Get on it as quick as you possibly can. Videos dropping around the 7 PM mark, because it's definitely worth checking out the old competition that's about to drop tomorrow evening. That being said, if I don't see you in a week, I see you through a window, and yeah, I'm definitely see some people up the he's well happy. Thanks for that, mate. No worries at all, Dylan. But yeah, I'll see people up the national, I suppose. Get up the, I'm going up Sunday. Anyone else up Sunday? I'll be on Southwest Koi stand, saying hello, saying yibbity yabbada. I do want to have a walk round myself, have a good look round, so if I do stop and start and walk around, I ain't being rude, I'm just having a walk around myself and being there for myself and having a good look round for myself. At the same time, I can't wait to meet a load of people that want to come over and say hello to me, so don't be shy, and let me know who you are too, because I don't have a clue. You know me, but I don't know you, unless I know your name through the YouTube. That being said, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for a bit of a laugh, bit of the banter. And yeah, tune into the video tomorrow night, guys. Roger that, over and out. See you Sunday. Right, I'm gonna end it.